On March 25th, 2004, my life was forever changed. My oldest son, JC, who is now 15, was diagnosed with a rare form of pediatric cancer called rhabdomyosarcoma. He's had 2 full rounds of chemo, and he had 6 weeks, 5 days a week of radiation directly to the head when he was younger. Some of the significant side effects: my son suffers from osteoradionecrosis, and that disease is from radiation. It's where it literally kills the bone marrow and the flat bones of the skull and the face and prohibits them from growing. They don't grow, and it causes cranial pressure, a whole nother slew of issues. He also has Addison's disease, which is a disease of the body that we don't fight infection, or he don't fight infection like you or I do. He don't have the backup powerhouse cells to keep his body from going into shock. He also has a disease called trigeminal neuralgia, and from what I've read on this, it puts grown men to their knees. Like, it's a horrible disease all on its own. It's the main branch nerve on your face that causes extreme facial pain. He is blind completely. He lost his right eye. We are in the process right now. He's having a mastoidectomy. He'll have the whole mastoid bone removed, will not have it replaced, and he will lose all hearing on the right side as well. So he's going to be completely different blind on one side. He also has some frontal lobe damage on the brain from the radiation. It causes him to have absent seizures sometimes. He's lost all his teeth because they were bones. He's lost vision, hearing. The side effects are what I'm here for today. I mean, not only the cancer, but the side effects. It's rough as a mother to watch your child already beat the cancer and go through it, and then have to watch them suffer daily as a result from the treatment for the cancer. When he was diagnosed, I read every study I could find. I read everything I could find on cannabis, from the molecular structure of it to how it works in the body to what it can do in its natural self, what it can do with the oils and the THC. I just consumed my life with it. I believed that there was a cure for some of my son's ailments and pain, and even some of the cancer, you know, with this miracle plant. And I just truly believe that if it was available to us and I could legally get it for my son to have him treated with it, he'd be able to sit down and eat a meal with no pain. He'd be able to gain weight. He'd be able to sleep at night. So many things it could benefit him, even to his morale. You know, just knowing that he doesn't have to get a shot that doesn't work 9 times out of 10 for his pain. Knowing that he's not going to have to get another feeding tube because his jaw's hurting so bad he can't eat. I mean, just knowing that this miracle plant has all those capabilities is why I have been pushing so hard for it. For anyone that's against medicinal use, it blows my mind, and I'm going to be honest and rash here. Pain clinics all over the state are giving people opiates like Tic Tacs, and now they've come out with a new drug on the market to help defer the side effects from the opiates, to help them stay on the opiates. And I just ask these people, what is so wrong with a plant that grows from the ground that requires absolutely no processing whatsoever, that can cure and help so many ailments for so many sick people that need it? Why in the world could you even have an issue with that? People like me that are in my situation, that have been waiting forever, that have considered moving their entire family to different states, which I know people from Ohio that have had to move to Colorado just to treat their child. And they're out in Colorado and their child's flourishing, you know, because they're able to give their child the proper medicine to treat what ails them. Issue 3 is a big deal. And if we wait, the funding won't be there. It'll be kind of like old news, I guess. I mean, I just think that people have worked so hard and been so forward and trying so hard to get this passed. I think this is Ohio's chance to get on the map. Again, Ohio has always been a big state, and believe it or not, within 500 miles of Columbus, Ohio, most of our population in the United States lies. You've got New York, Philly, Pittsburgh. You've got all these big cities within 500 miles of our capital. And I think Ohio can influence medicinal marijuana on an entire different level. And people can learn from us. And the fact that in our amendment we wrote in research funding is mind-blowing to me. We'll be able to prove this. We'll be able to document it. We'll be able to cold, hard evidence in a lab with scientists and doctors showing how this works in the body. the only one of its kind right here in Ohio. And we could help so many people. And I just don't understand why that would be an issue for anyone. I don't, to me personally, I don't even see a response to that. It's a yes, vote yes. People like my son need it. People like in my family who live with chronic pain every day that are educated, good people need it. People I care about most in this world need it. And I hate to say this, but it sounds like a horrible thing to say. Sometimes you don't realize it until you have to walk an inch in someone else's shoes. And God forbid you or your child or anyone's mom, dad, sister, whatever, would have to walk an inch in my shoes. Then you can see where I'm coming from. And I hate to say that, because I would hate for anyone to say I should have voted yes because this just happened to me. Well, guess what? If you vote yes and it does happen to you, you're taken care of. You can get what you need.